Yeah, so I get triggered just because it reminded me of when Dave used to do that with me. But when Dave would do it with me, it was very toxic, very emotionally abusive. It was because his pattern was to never talk about anything that bothered me. So I have like 0.5 clue. I was going to say 0 clue on like healthy communication, healthy conflict resolution when it comes to friendships or partnerships. I've never really had healthy friendships before either. Like, this is like the first time that I'm having like a friendship where, like, with you, Christine, like I can, and it's mostly you, Christine, I'm getting there, but it's just because I'm having to get more comfortable with speaking like my weirdness, and she's totally fine with it. She's really spiritual as well. But as far as in a relationship, what it would look like with Dave, and that was because that was my longest relationship, 11.5 years. So I've had other relationships. I dated in high school. I dated in college. I've had some not healthy and some that it was like we were friends and we dated and it was fine. As far as conflict, I don't think we really ever had conflict. They were just like young relationships. They weren't like serious relationships. Like, I can't even remember. I'm not even gonna go there. I can't even remember if I slept with some of these guys that I'm talking about or not. I'm getting my tires filled because one of them says it's low pressure. So I was waiting in line. Probably gonna ask to see.
How you doing?
Hi. It says I have low pressure in the front right tire.
You know the mileage?
54,460. So, oh my God. No way, Amanda. I don't know what this means. I'm sorry, I'm so taken aback right now. This vehicle, let me zoom in on it so you can see the one right there. Oh my God. That is all out. It's an air conditioning company. Oh my God. No way. I am just gonna say that I'm in the flow, whatever that is. I can't. Huh? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that's my car beeping. It doesn't sound like mine. It sounds like it's external. And yellow truck, which is like Dave. I'm speechless. I'm sorry. I can't form a sentence. No. It's all out air conditioning. So I was seeing this vehicle all the time after Dave passed away. I gotta put this together now. I gotta piece this together because there's obviously a significance and I don't know what it is. I was seeing it all the time after Dave passed away. It's my air conditioning guy. It's his company. He like rebranded. He's got these gorgeous vehicles. I was seeing his vehicle everywhere. And then it turned out that his significant other, and they're now married, they had gotten pregnant and she ended up with a miscarriage. So I don't know if that signifies miscarriage or death, because I saw the vehicle a lot after Dave passed away. I don't know what it means. But the fact that it's here right now, like while I'm happening to get my tires filled, is like very wild. I don't think that's my car beeping. It doesn't sound like it. Okay, I need to leave the video that I was gonna leave about healthy communication, but I'm so blown away by this vehicle being here right now, because I know there's a purpose. I know there's a reason. I know before it meant that she ended up having a miscarriage. Maybe she's pregnant again? I'm sorry, I can't talk. I'm so... Okay. I'll come back when I'm driving to talk about healthy communication. I feel like there's like a huge significance in me seeing this vehicle right now, and I kind of want to like zoom in on it on my way out so that you can see it more. Not that it matters. Alright, I think he's done with my tires. That's why my tire was low, because I had to be here to see the vehicle.
35 psi.
Okay, was there anything in that front one?
I didn't see anything.
Okay.
And yeah, your tires let you know when you're at the right psi.
Okay, thank you. I am going to... So it's all out. It's got the like parrot on it. This is so wild. Now I know why my tire was low. It's because I had to come here because I had to see the vehicle. But I don't understand why I have to see the vehicle. Last time I saw it everywhere. Like, I was seeing him everywhere, just like out of nowhere. It was after Dave passed away. And I kept seeing it, and I even saw it at a restaurant that I took myself out to eat. And there's a Texas plate. There's a Texas license plate right now. What in the... I feel like I'm in a real life escape room. Like, I need to put the pieces together, the puzzle pieces together. There's a Texas license plate on that truck. So... God, now I know why my tire was low. It was because I had to come here and see that vehicle. I just don't understand the purpose of seeing the vehicle. So, it might have started before Dave passed. I honestly do not remember. I just remember I started seeing his vehicle everywhere. Like, and I do know that his shop, I have seen it. I've driven by it once before. And it is close by here. But, like, that doesn't mean that I would see it all the time. Like, I don't usually see his vehicle. And I was seeing it everywhere. Every single time I was driving, it would be, like, there and there and there and there. And, then I took myself out to eat after Dave had passed away. My parents were here. So, okay, so I must have started seeing it before Dave passed away. Because then I saw it at a restaurant at Arizona Wilderness, which is where I just ate with Francis the other day, and I saw his vehicle. Like, I was walking in as he was parking, and so we actually waved. His name's George, and so we actually waved and said hello. And I'll leave that as part of this video too, my prophetic dream. And I went in and I just sat and I just had like lunch by myself. I was craving a burger. I had just finished submitting the paperwork for the DES, for Department of Economic Security, for applying for child care assistance. I was a mess. I was numb. I was crying. I was emotional. I was like all the feels immediately after grief. Like, this was within a couple of days of Dave passing, because my parents came and stayed with me for a few days, a couple days. I don't know. I don't think it was that long. And was within a couple days of him passing away that I saw this vehicle. And then fast forward, I log into Facebook, and I had been seeing all of their posts about them meeting, them getting, I think, engaged, them getting pregnant and announcing the pregnancy. Maybe they got engaged after the pregnancy. Them announcing the pregnancy, and then them announcing a miscarriage. And I was like, oh my God, that's why I was seeing all of it, was because of the grief. And so I reached out, only on Facebook, and I said, I'm really sorry, for your guys' loss, blah, blah, blah. That sounds awful, blah, blah, blah. You guys lost your baby, blah, blah, blah. And I said I would love to gift her a bodywork session if she is open to it. I've worked on him once or twice before. And so he knows I do body work. His was for an injury. Back when I was doing mobile visits. And I'm just going to end up leaving a little bit more on this video than I had planned on. And then, so I offered her a bodywork session. I don't know what else to offer in time of grief. I might have said that, I had just gotten my death doula certification, and, I might not have even have said that. No, I hadn't gotten it yet. No, I had read the book, but I hadn't actually taken the course yet, because I didn't take the course until after Dave passed away, but I had already read the book. So I just offered a bodywork session. What else could I be of use for? So, miscarriage, loss of a child, that's, I guess, what that would signify to me. Maybe they're gonna get pregnant again. Maybe they hopefully they actually are successful this time. I don't know, but I'm realizing that one of my gifts is disaster, and I need to recognize that, and I would love to learn how to hone in on it in order to help people. So if you recall, I had the dream, and I need to go back and look when I had this dream, because I didn't actually look it up, but I remember having this dream, and I didn't piece it together with it being prophetic, and I should have. And I never met that patient who called to schedule with me, who called and wanted to schedule with me, and then I didn't end up scheduling her. So my dream was the dream that I lost my little black baby. So I dreamt that I had my little black baby taken from me. It was basically aborted, a forced abortion kind of a thing. It was very matrixy, very I was in the matrix, I was attached to things, and they aborted my baby, and I lost my baby. And I just remember waking up and being very upset and just saying I lost my little black baby, I lost my little black baby. So I don't know if patients see, I don't know what race they are. I don't know what she is. I don't know if she is of mixed race. I don't know if her spouse is of mixed race. I don't know. But fast forward a little bit, and she was scheduled to come and see me, and she canceled because she had a miscarriage. So my dream was letting me know about her miscarriage. How wild is that? I didn't even know her. I hadn't met her, and that was what my dream was, is it was prophetic of her losing her baby. So again, it would be nice if I could put these to good use. Again, maybe you can't always do something about it, but maybe in some circumstances you can. And it makes me think of Tyler Henry. And there's two specific instances that I can think of with him, because he is also psychic with the messages that he receives. So he is a why can I not think? He's he communicates with people on the other side, and he gets messages. Why can I not think of what that's called? When you're not psychic, but you're... I can't think. So he communicates with people, spirits on the other side, and they will sometimes give him messages. And there was one when he was doing this reading, and it was for this older couple, and he had said something about a fire, and their like place of business ended up catching on fire, and everything ended up being okay. It was just a big pain in the ass, a big mess, big ol' mess, right? Like huge like mess to deal with, but nobody was hurt, everybody was fine. But he like gave them that message in one of his readings. And then Alan Thicke, he did a reading, if you remember, for him, and told him something about his heart, like something about a health thing that he needed to get checked out. I can't remember. I think he might have told him specifically heart, but that he needed to like get a health thing checked out. And then Alan Thicke ended up dying of a heart attack. Like, basically, if he would have, there's a paramedic driving by, like, as I'm saying this, basically, if he would have, like, listened, then, like, could he have prevented that? Like, could Alan Thicke have lived longer? So, my messages lately, and again, I don't understand the way that this, and there's a red truck, like a red fire truck, but it's not a red fire truck, it's just a red truck. So, there's been all these, let's see if there's going to be any here. There's been all these signs for posting. Okay, well, this one's just a junk removal. Endorsed by police and fire, junk removal. Maybe I need to meditate more in order to, like, get more of these answers. I can't, there's not one right here. But all of these... election signs are up, and so many of them have said, like, supported by firefighters, supported by firefighters, supported by firefighters. Well, what was in my last video? The fire truck and the car that was on fire, like, it wasn't on fire, it smoked. Sorry, that was dramatic. It was not on fire, it smoked. It was just, like, oozing smoke as it was driving. Well, Hobbs goes to me today. He says, "Mommy, what happens if a car catches on fire?" Okay, as we all know, little dude is hella connected. If you remember, before Dave passed away on Mother's Day, was the message from him about, I asked God to place a color in a stone in Daddy's way so Daddy can't come pick us up and we have to stay with you forever. Like, and then, so that was May, and fast forward to September, June, July, August, 4 months, and Dave passed away. Well, Hobbs asked today something about what happens if a car catches on fire. And I said, I was like, well, the fire department come and they put it out. And he was like, well, then it's ruined, right? Because then it's like all water, like waterlogged or whatever. Like he didn't say waterlogged, but he said, because then it's all wet. And I was like, yeah, it would be. The car would then be ruined, and you know, like, depending on how bad the fire is, and they might have to get a new car. But like, why did he ask me about a car being on fire? Like, what? I feel like that was very significant. And then it's like, if I do get these messages, it would be really cool to somehow tune into them like Tyler Henry does. And, oh, I'm on the wrong street. And be able to say, like the way that the message came through for Alan Thicke, you know, so that he had the opportunity to go get his health checked out. Like, I don't know if I understand who or what this message is for, but I feel like there is something significant with there being if a car crashed, it could catch on fire. That one is not really anything you could do anything about, but I was just thinking about my dream and my dad crashing into the table, and then me having a dream about a car crash. And so I've been having more dreams with my dad. You like my little frown? I don't know. That's apparently what I do when I'm getting these messages. My little frowny face. I've been having more dreams with my dad. Like, at least 3 lately that I can remember. I've been writing them down. Last night there was one, and I can't remember what the significance of a river is. He was fine with respect to the river, but my dad was basically walking along the river to try to come and give, there's a California license plate, to try to come and give me and my friend or somebody like a key. So he was trying to come give us, like, me a key and my friend a key, but it was a dream with my dad in it. I don't remember who else was in it other than me and my dad. I need to be over here because I need to go through. I need to go meet my friend for brunch. I am just like, and I think it's fascinating that this stuff comes up while I'm in video, so that then I can upload this to YouTube, and it's like me getting signs in real time and working through stuff in real time. And there's been times when I'm like, maybe I should do these videos at home, and I should do these videos where I can pay one-on-one attention to the camera, so that I'm paying more attention to, like, whoever's behind the, you know, like, whoever's watching this on the screen. But that's not the way that my life works. That's not the way these signs work. That's not the way that this information comes to me. This information often comes to me when I'm driving, which is maybe why I do so much driving, because this is when I get these signs. And so I wake up this morning, and Hobbs asked me that question as I'm dropping him off for daycare, which I feel like is incredibly significant. And then like, as soon as I go to leave, my tire pressure in just the right front tire, the right passenger tire, is low. The front passenger tire is low. And so I was like, okay, well, I kind of looked, like, briefly, I didn't see a nail. And then I took it to, I was, like, thinking in my head, when can I take it? And I almost waited until after brunch, and I was like, no, you have enough time, just go take it now. Like, you have time before brunch, go take it now. And I was like, if there's a long line, then you can leave. So I pull up, I drive by it in order to get in line, did not see the all-out vehicle. I turn around, I get in line, and then as I pull up into the spot, I see it. And I know that that is significant somehow. So that's what it meant in the past, was that she had a miscarriage. So I don't know if it symbolizes death, or I mean, maybe they'll get pregnant again. Like I said, there's me being like, oh, let's be happy. But my signs often, not always, but they do often end up leading to some sort of tragedy. And if that's the case, maybe this is me learning how to, like, read my signs so that then I can, like, put them to use and maybe, like, help save some people's lives. Like, anyways, I just worked through a lot of that. That's working through it in real time. I'm just, like, mind blown right now still that I saw that vehicle, and that all the firefighter stuff has been coming up, and the car being smoking, the car driving and smoking, like billowing smoke as it was driving. And then Hobbs asking me what happens when a car catches on fire, which I guess will now be the name of this video. What happens when a car catches on fire? And definitely, like, oh, so in my dream last night, I had another dream. Sorry. So I had the dream about my dad crashing into the table, committing suicide. Well, then I had another dream where the garage door was opening and Titan, like, was, or like, I can't remember. There was like a black car that like backed up into Titan or something like that. And I was like, oh, car crash, crashing into the table, car crash. And then last night I had a dream, so maybe it can be saved, maybe it can be stopped. I don't know. How do I tell my dad, like, be extra careful when driving? That I was pulling into my parents' driveway and I was pulling up into their drive and my dad was opening the garage door, but Pearl was not like stopping. Like, she was like still going, still rolling, and I'm like slamming on the brakes trying to get her to stop, and she's still slowly rolling. And I'm like, okay, I'll put it in reverse. And I hurried up and put it in reverse because she was like not stopping. She was gonna hit my parents' car. It like parked in their garage. And so I like hurried up and put it in reverse, and it's slow motion, like it almost hit my parents' car, and it stopped and started backing up as my dad is like walking out of the garage door to the house. And he didn't even like notice that like the cars almost crashed, and they didn't, and they were fine. So what does that mean? Give me your thoughts, because I don't know what that means.